All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel, guys. Merry Christmas to everybody watching this video. Thank you guys for all the support this year. We're still about 60 subscribers away from 10,000. So if you guys enjoyed this video and you have not already hit that subscribe button, but the New York Knicks got this is a much needed win, man. You're playing a very depleted Atlanta Hawks team. I mean, you're going through some COVID issues as well. But Trae Young was out tonight. Danilo Gallinari. They had a bunch of COVID players out. So you're at home, Christmas Day. You needed this win. And that's exactly what the New York Knicks did tonight. It's like noon right now. I don't know why I said tonight. But basically, you had Kemba Walker drop a triple-double. That was really cool to see. He didn't have a good night shooting the basketball, only 10 points on 3 of 12 shooting. But still, the triple-double was really cool to see. It was also awesome to see guys like Julius Randle letting him know, trying to get him rebounds. Taj Gibson was frustrated when he took Kemba Walker's 10th rebound away from him. Alec Burks had a little joke going too. So it was really cool to see there in the fourth quarter all of the Knicks players out on the court trying to set Kemba Walker up to get his 10th rebound, to get that triple-double. The first and only Knicks player to ever get a triple-double on Christmas Day. So he joins, he's making some cool history, and he joins some cool history getting a triple-double on Christmas Day. I believe he was the 7th player of all time to do that. So really cool. Really cool win for this Knicks team, and they set it up today by playing just some phenomenal defense. I mean, when I think of the New York Knicks, I think of hard, hustling, just big, tough defense, and that's exactly why you have guys like Julius Randle and Mitchell Robinson down there in the paint. I look at a player like Mitchell Robinson, and if you're not actively watching Knicks games, you're probably not that aware of his actual impact. I mean, I'm sure even if you look at statistics, you can get a good sense of idea. But like tonight, 4 points, 8 rebounds, 5 blocks in 30 minutes. I mean, someone might look at that and be like, I mean, what did Mitchell really do for him? Well, he did a ton of things. I mean, him and Julius Randle pretty much eliminated the paint for any and all Atlanta Hawks players. And they have some big bodies down there. John Collins, a guy who can score. Then you got a big body in Clint Capella. So just having Julius Randle and Mitchell Robinson, it makes any team struggle because they're good. They're really good defensively. And then also offensively, they're solid with Julius Randle tonight. I keep saying tonight, man. It's literally noon, or it's 1:30. Julius Randle today, 25 points, 12 rebounds, really efficient, 9 of 15 from the field, and then 6 of 9 from downtown. He was a huge reason for their win tonight as well, kind of just providing consistent offensive buckets throughout the whole game, especially from downtown. I mean, he just looked cool, calm, relaxed, no pressure for him today. He looked really good. And I know he's been struggling this season. His stats are still pretty good, but compared to what he was throwing up last year, I guess you could say he's struggling. So this puts the Knicks at 15-18. They're still kind of down there in that Eastern Conference. I think even the Atlanta Hawks are still above them because I think they're like 15-17 now tonight. Today's loss would make them 15-17. So the Knicks are going to have to start picking together some victories here shortly. Another tough shooting game from R.J. Barrett, only 9 points for him. I want to talk about Obi Toppin and Quentin Grimes. First off, Quentin Grimes, 5 threes tonight. This is a player that I wanted any team I support to draft. I mean, I'm specifically the Houston Rockets. I specifically wanted the Houston Rockets to pick up Quentin Grimes. I am glad they ended up with Josh Christopher, but you kind of knew, if you watched Grimes in college, you kind of knew like he was going to have a direct impact in the NBA. It was probably going to especially be shooting that long ball, but I mean, there's just something about him. There's something about his swagger, his demeanor. He's got a ton of confidence in himself, and you could tell the Knicks have a lot of confidence in him as well. Obi Toppin as well, for me, is a really intriguing guy. Last year wasn't really the best year for him, but this year, better role, better opportunities, and he's just playing better. He's playing more efficient. 13 points for him tonight, 4 rebounds, 5 of 8 from the field, 1 of 2 from downtown. So he can make that long ball, he can make middies, and he's also a beast down in the paint, specifically finishing like any alley-oop. You can throw up any type of lob for this guy, and he'll throw it down. And it's pretty much the same thing with Mitchell Robinson. If you can just get it in his vicinity, he's going to slam that down. But I think Obi Toppin's a little bit more I don't know, there's something more about him. He's got more offensive firepower than Mitchell Robinson, I would say, for sure. So this was a really good win for this New York Knicks team. Now, what's next for them? I'm not really sure. I really like the Kemba Walker addition to the lineup, even on nights like tonight where he struggled. First off, the other day when he dropped 44 points, he had 0 turnovers. I mean, literally 0 turnovers. So he's played 4 games now, 4 straight games for this Knicks team. And I mean, they still have their games where they're struggling, but for the most part, Kemba Walker's statistics and just the way he is playing has been really efficient. Tonight, shooting the ball, not that efficient, but only 1 turnover. That's a really good sign. That's a really good sign. Then you're surrounding him with good defenders, guys like R.J. Barrett, Mitchell Robinson, Julius Randle. So you're putting him in a position to succeed. I really just think Kemba Walker needed the opportunity. Alec Burks, I also love Alec Burks. Taj Gibson's also a critical veteran piece to this basketball team. So, I fully anticipate the New York Knicks to make the playoffs. I don't think that they'll have many issues making the playoffs. I mean, there's no way they're not making the play-in tournament. I mean, they're just too talented. I know you have an injured Derrick Rose for a little bit of time, but this team is too good. Julius Randle, Kemba Walker, Fournier, R.J. Barrett, Mitchell Robinson. There is no way, shape, or form that is not a playoff caliber roster. There's 0 shot. So they're going to figure it out. They're going to figure it out at some point in the season. Tom Thibodeau is just the perfect defensive coach to kind of propel that. I mean, it all starts with defense. You got to play good defense. And today they played phenomenal defense. They kept Atlanta's 3-point percentage very low. They kept their field goal percentage very low. They were forcing turnovers, and they held them, most importantly, to only 87 points while they scored over 100. So very good team win, good confidence win. You're not going to go back and look at this at the end of the season and be like, yeah, the Knicks had a good year, but, remember Christmas Day, the Hawks were shorthanded. So do we really even want to count that? Let's tick them off. That doesn't happen. So good win for the Knicks. Drop a comment down below on your opinions on the New York Knicks. Let me know what seed you think they will finish at this season. That's it for today, guys. Merry Christmas. I'll see you guys later today with more videos. But have a good Christmas, man.